Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am Rosemary, and in this video I will be showing you how to achieve this beautiful hairstyle using yarn and hair extensions. Please give me a thumbs up, comment and also subscribe if you haven't. I will be using braiding hair or fiber, yarn, shine and gem and bobby pins. I will start by dividing the hair into two and then go ahead to section the hair in the front side further to prepare for the crisscross pattern. So the important thing to note in the front is that while I'm busy sectioning, I'll have to make sure that the blocks are almost equal so that the crisscross pattern can be perfect. As you can see, I went ahead and braided the first two sections using the African threading method. I will then separate the hair into two on the next block, then braid the hair across. To continue braiding, I will still use the African threading method and I will tie when the braided part can reach the next block or section. Please see how I measure. I will then continue using the same method. Please continue watching to see more details. So on the front side, I divided the braiding hair into two to reduce the volume of the fiber, and I used bobby pins to secure. Alternatively, you can use yarn and needle to sew in to secure so that the hairstyle can last. I would like to hear what you think about the hairstyle and where or what occasion would you do this hairstyle. So I think it will be better or the best to do this hairstyle for a night out or any other formal outing or a wedding. So do comment and let me know what you think, or rather, where would you wear this hairstyle? The suggestions will help me and other sisters who would want to try this hairstyle in the future. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up by liking, comment, and also share if you can, and I will see you on the next one. I will be using a soften free moisturizer and hair gel and edge control, a Brazilian wool, a crochet, and combs. The first thing I'm going to do is to separate the hair into two, then apply the hair gel or edge control to neaten the line. I will then separate the hair further on the sides to have two small lines with 3 sections each. And while you are busy learning, please hit the like button and subscribe to learn more hairstyles, and you're always welcome to suggest or comment on the comment box. So, on the remaining hair, I will section 8 equal blocks on each line. I am going to start with the crisscross braids using a Brazilian wool. For the crisscross braids, I applied my edge control, then divided the Brazilian wool into 6, then placed about 2-inch wool size on the hair, then started threading with the longer side. While braiding, make sure that you avoid pulling the natural hair and also flatten the wool to close all the gaps while threading. So, the goal is to make sure that the Brazilian wool covers the natural hair completely. When I'm done threading, I will take a piece of the wool and then tie it to secure the ends, and then I will then cross over to the second block on the second line. I will separate the natural hair, then place the wool and hair from the previous block, then thread and tie. Then I will move to the third block on the other line, and that's how I created the crisscross pattern. So on the main line, I applied the edge control, then braided using the 3 strands technique, just enough to prevent unraveling. Then I divided the Brazilian wool into 2 since I have more hair and I want that thick appearance. And the length of the wool is similar to the uncut braiding hair. And then I will show you how to add the wool if the initial one does not reach at the back. So on the second block of the line, I am going to repeat what I did on the first one. Using a crochet, I will insert it in the middle of the braided hair. Then I will twist the wool in different directions, then insert it on the crochet hook, then close the hook and pull the crochet. I will then shorten one side of the wool, then use the longer side of the Brazilian wool to wrap the hair. So I will rotate and wind the wool anti-clockwise or clockwise. So here, make sure that you do not leave any gap while doing so, otherwise the braid will be loose or the natural hair will show. To avoid that, try to flatten the wool so that it's able to cover the previous rotation a bit, as well as the natural hair on the new rotation. Since the first block will be combined with the third block, the second block will be combined with the fourth block. If it does not, I'll continue threading. When I'm done, I will tie, then move on. So here I will combine the first block with the third block by taking a wool from the first block instead of a new one. Then I will make sure to cover the remaining hair from block 1 and the hair from the new block. I will then repeat the steps on the second and fourth block together. So here I will also include the hair from one crisscross line and make sure that everything is hidden, then tie. So to add a new wool, I took another half of the Brazilian wool, then added on the new block with a crochet and braid or thread together with the previous hair, and also making sure that the previous wool is combined with the block via a crochet, and then combine everything together and use the longer Brazilian wool to wrap the natural hair as well as the remaining Brazilian hair, and then I'm just going to tie when I'm done, and then that's it. So I will then now apply the argan oil just to make sure that the scalp is not itchy after a day or so, and also to prevent dandruff. To finish at the back, I just tied everything together and then took half of the hair and twisted it around each line, then tied. Also, please note that this method lasted longer, so it didn't unravel at all, so I'm happy with that. So if you have another idea, you can apply it. Alternatively, you can extend at the back with Malay hair or any other hair type that you like. Thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to like, comment and subscribe. I will see you on the next video. Bye. I used shine and gem, crochet curls, I never used this hair or seen it before, so if you can't find it, you can use any crochet curls. So after unraveling, it looks like that, and then this is the packaging. I also used a wool or yarn for the African threading, and then I also used a crochet to install the hair. I will start by sectioning the hair into 2 sections, and then the front will have 3 sections. If you want to learn how to braid more hairstyles and DIYs, please consider subscribing, leave a like and comment. I will then section the blocks accordingly for the African threading hairstyle or Ben and Betty, and then I will use 2 strands of the wool or yarn, and then make sure that I do not leave any space while threading. So after that, I'll just tie and then move to the next block and do the same thing. So for the middle line, I did some decorations. I sectioned 3 lines, and then the middle one I did the cornrows, and then the side ones I decided to do the crisscross so that I can, decorate. And then I'll just demonstrate how I did it, and then you can follow along. So at the back I did some straight cornrows, and then I will cut the ends of the fiber, then unravel it carefully so. When I do the crochet method, I will tie the hair more than once to prevent unraveling. Please note that at the back I will crochet the curls with space in between, or rather not close to each other, so that I do not overload the back. I will use a different method to hide the crochet knots, so please keep watching to see how I did it. At the front, I will decrease the thickness of the curls and crochet them very close to each other. As you can see on the right hand side, you can hardly see that there are some additions using a crochet. And please note that I will only tie the hair once so that the knot will not show. And then, well, this will take some time, but perfection and patience goes hand in hand. And you can have a look at how I do it, and the results will tell. So here I'm just gonna make sure that everything is aligned and in the same level, and then after that I'll just use the hem mousse to define the curls. And this is how it looks like after completing all the steps. Thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to give me a thumbs up, comment, and also subscribe. If you don't mind, you can also share with other sisters who may like this video. I will see you on the next one.